All right, we are live. Hoping this is all working. I was having problems with my camera, so I'm using my laptop camera, which I'm not fired up about. Hopefully the sound is good. Can't tell because my earbuds were down, or my earphones were down. So we shall see. If anyone could tap in, say they hear anything, I'd appreciate that. Get my right glasses on. Oh, nothing like getting back at it. It's been quite a while. In fact, let me close the door real quick. I do not want to wake up my wife. Or at least she's just trying to crash right now. Let's see. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, all right, Sal. Thank goodness. Friendly face. Hope you're well, man. Hope to see you at Rancho sometime, or Dodger Stadium. All right, thanks, Sean. All right, we are back and hopefully better than ever. Okay, let's talk Baseball America. They came out with some updates to their top 30 list. So first, they have the who's going down, and there was only one for the Dodgers that they had going down. That's Eddie Leonard. He did struggle a bit at the beginning of the season. However, I thought he's started to play a lot better. So we'll see. I like Eddie's a lot. I believe in him. We'll see what happens. So that's who they have trending down. Trending up, though. Oh, man. There's a few. And so, by the way, you do have to have a subscription. So this is kind of exclusive. I hope I don't get in too much trouble for showing some of this stuff. Okay, Emmett Sheehan. This is probably done before he pitched 6 innings of no-hit ball last week. Come on. That's a good one. In fact, I have some live video of him from spring training I need to put together. But it's good to see that he's up. I have no idea, how they're going to manage their innings and stuff. I mean, we know that there's just been so many injuries this year, and then Syndergaard not being able to produce. But he's also hurt. He's got a blister. And for us Dodger fans from 2016, remember the blisters with the great Rich Hill. In fact, I'd love to get him back I just want that guy to get a ring. And I want the Dodgers to get a ring, so maybe that'll work. Okay, Landon Knack talks about his improved nutrition habits and all that. Bottom line, the guy throws a lot of strikes with good location, with 4-pitch. And they talk about that, and he did get up to AAA. About time. It seems it took a little while. Kyle Hurt moving up fast, man. That's cool. Local guy. He's from Torrey Pines High School down here, and he just throws really, really freaking hard, and he just keeps getting better. He might end up being a reliever. We'll see. He hasn't really stretched out yet. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, with these rookies, keep them on the roster. It's okay to go through some of these guys. Right now we've seen that Papio's been hurt, so obviously that hasn't worked out. Michael Grove, just bottom line, he's giving up a lot of home runs. Everything else seems fine, but he's given up a lot of dongs this year, and I'm sure that's something they're trying to figure out. It just seems like it's a lapse of control or command in a couple pitches, and it's gone. And then we just saw Andre Jackson got DFA'd. He hasn't been traded, but he's going to get traded or claimed or something. He will not be back with the Dodgers, and good for him. Casey over at Dodgers Daily talked about that, about how it's could be a good opportunity for him. So definitely all the best to Andre Jackson. Met him in 2019. Very friendly guy. Really interesting guy too. Smart as heck, and just had a great conversation with him in the dugout one time. It was really cool. My guy, Tyrone. I got to get it right. Tyrone. We actually have an interview that my guy Trinidad did. And it's all in Spanish though. So you got to be ready for that. Yeah, So Sean, this is a really good point. He says, I would rather see some of the kids in the bullpen come October. Um, yeah, like St. Louis did in recent years. Yeah, they did. I mean, if you don't remember, Adam Wainwright was out of the bullpen in 2006. Pedro Martinez was a pretty good bullpen guy for the Dodgers in 1993 before they let him go. Um, and so to go, if they can somehow solidify four guys in the rotation for the playoffs, then you got, whether it's a Sheehan, I believe in Nick Frasso. That dude's a beast. Um, and he's nasty. And I've described him as the right-handed Alex Wood. Alex, by the way, got lit up today by your San Diego Padres, as Ted Leitner would say, when they were bad, and his or my Padres when they were good. I don't want them either way. Not my guys. Yeah, those guys in the bullpen, Bobby Miller obviously would play up in that. Even I'm going to say it, even Pepio. Now Pep, I read somewhere that he is throwing, so that's good. We need the depth. He had a great spring training before he got hurt. He actually got hurt in the game before he got hurt. If you've heard the story, he was hurt in the second to last game that he pitched in spring training, and didn't really, kind of, I don't know if he hit it or what. I haven't talked to Ryan. I haven't gotten my pass yet at Dodger Stadium. The only time I got a pass was for Gavin Stone's debut, and of course I got that nasty bug 19, so I didn't get to go to that. Speaking of Gavin Stone, he is struggling also. I think that's just a matter of maybe some adjustments he's been making, because last year he was nails, spring training he was nails. Something happened. Don't know what it is. Who knows? Pitching is a tough thing. Could get on him, in the brain a little bit. I don't know, but a lot of pressure on that kid. A really nice guy, and hopefully he gets back at it. And here's a really cool thing: Austin Gauthier. So they got him at third base. He plays second. He plays anywhere in the infield. He just, dude came out of Hofstra, I believe it was, as a free agent, 2021. I met him in spring training, 2022. I really didn't know who he was. Got to know him a little bit. Of course, he was at Rancho last year, and he was great. Really a great guy, and he just keeps getting better and better. In fact, I was doing an interview once with him, and the fireworks started going off, so we kind of ended it. It's actually on YouTube somewhere on this channel. Happened in early 2022. I think it was one of the games where might have been where I interviewed Tommy Canely. I can't remember, something like that. But Austin, great guy, and really puts the ball in play a lot. Hits the ball, just he plays all over the place. He just keeps getting better and better, and hard work, right? So let's take a look at this top 30 here. We'll try to go from the bottom. They real quick. These have not been updated, but best hitter for average, Miguel Vargas. I still believe in him. Walker Buehler believes in him. Ande Paya is out for the season. Michael Busch, we've seen some of it. We've seen a little bit. Jake Vogel, there's no doubt. Fastest guy, best athlete. James Outman, yeah, fantastic athlete. Nick Frasso is the best fastball. So we've already seen Bobby Miller, and we've seen Emmett Sheehan, and they're saying Nick Frasso is the best fastball because he's probably got more movement. It's nasty stuff. Best curveball, Maddox Bruns having a nice year. Carlos Duran out for the year. Pep so far out for the year. Best control, Gavin Stone. That's just going to be something's going on. Best defensive catcher, Diego Cartaya. Best defensive infield, this was done a while ago, Jacob Maya. By the way, congratulations to Jacob Maya making his debut with the Marlins. Yeah. Logan Wagner has not played this year. Best defensive outfielder, James Outman. Best outfielder, Ande Paya. All right, let's go to the top. Let's see if we can do it this way. All right. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Now you get to see everything. Working backwards, Chris Newell started at Rancho this year. Fantastic. Ben Kasparius, he just got promoted to Double-A. Peyton Martin has been fantastic at Rancho. I think He's going to follow Julio Urias on Sunday. So if you can get out there on Sunday, I will be there. I'm going to be covering that one. First time I ever covered the Quakes officially with a media pass was a rehab assignment for Julio Urias. So good to see him coming back. I mean, we need Julio. I don't think, I'm just going to be straight up with you. I don't, and it's just opinion. I am not a doctor. Hashtag not a doctor. I honestly don't believe that Dustin May is going to be healthy for a while. There's something going on there. And he hurt his arm. They're saying, but it's going to be at least another month before we even know anything. Carson Taylor, good to see him come around. He's been off and on, but he's been doing better. Austin Gauthier, we talked about him. Peter Hubick, he's really fun to watch. It just, sometimes they just knock a couple off of him. But, I got some really good video and some views from behind the catcher with him that he's got really good stuff. And he's still filling out. That's the way that is. We talk about Eddies. Okay, here we go. Justin Robleski. I keep saying Robo. It's Robleski. Justin's end of the year last year with Rancho. Went to the Great Lakes this year. He's been really good. He's been really, really good. Devin Mann just keeps working. Plays everywhere. Is hitting really well this year. Everyone's favorite year, Fernandez at 21. Bottom line, this is stacked. I mean, I'm just going right here. I mean, Peyton Martin, I think, just turned 19. He's been great this year. Let's see, Tyrone, gotta get it right. Lorenzo. He just got put on the injured list, but I like what I see from him a lot. A lot of power there. And, some of the pitchers have told me they really like throwing to him. Maddox Bruns got promoted to AA. Really proud of him and the progress he's made this year. Yorbit Vivas, another one of everyone's favorite. Like Yorbit Vivas, or even a Dodger fan. He's a great kid, and I love the hit tool there. Ronan Kopp, I can't believe he's dropped to 17. I think that's a mistake. 6'7", getting close to 100. And, like with a lot of these young guys, and we've talked about it endlessly, including on our Dodgers Prospects podcast, temporarily, rest in peace. We'll get back to something there. Jose Ramos has had a really nice year in AA. The strikeouts, there's still a lot of swing and miss in there, but he's been hitting the ball a lot. Kyle Hurt, Landon Out, we talk about. Johnny DeLuca, hey, Major League Baseball player currently. I just want to see him get a few more opportunities. I think there's something there. River Ryan, that's another guy. I know he's in AA. He's still new to pitching. I can see bullpen at the end of this year, early next year. They don't have a picture of Yosue DePaula. I do. I got a ton of them. And from spring training, and hopefully get to see him out there on Sunday. I'm trying to get an interview with him too. He just turned 18. Some of these guys are pretty shy. Nick Nastrini started out the season injured, coming on strong. Andy Paya is out for the year. Such a bummer. He had just gotten promoted. And it was like first game or something terrible like that. Nick Frasso, we spoke briefly about him and his fastball. Again, that's another guy for the bullpen at the end of this year. The 40-man spots, they got to clear some of these guys out that are just kind of borderline. If we go there, the Dodgers can somehow go to the playoffs with a bunch of guys firing, high 90s with nasty stuff in the bullpen, or maybe even stacking up, a bullpen game with 2 or 3 innings of, Sheehan, Frasso, Miller, Pep in there, a bunch of guys firing. Then we got, Emmett Sheehan. Oh, what a great debut. And the Dodgers freaking just blew that game. That was despicable. Dalton Rushing, I think he got put on the IL for some reason. Gavin Stone, I'm glad they still have him at 5, and Pepio at 4. Don't give up on these guys. Heck no. Let's see. Question. Yeah. Okay, we can, Sal asked, can I give my thoughts on the positive, negative are rookies so far. Yeah, I might just do a separate show on that. Um, I also want to think that through. I don't like being too harsh on those guys. Let's see. Let's see. Sean Rancho with Martin Newell, who got promoted. Nevin. Yeah, Nevin's not even on this list. Guy's playing really well. DePaula, the man. I think Lorenzo full of. Yeah, there's a lot of high ceiling potential. And he's not on here, and it's the dumbest thing. Rain Duncon. He's not on this. That's dumb. And then also there's a guy, Jose, don't call me Josh, Izara. I interviewed him. Really, really nice guy, but also one of the best shortstops I've ever seen, just in terms of glove. So we got Stone, Pep, Michael Bush, who is he's on the roster playing a lot of third, which is good. Yeah, Sal, thanks, man. I'll look at that. I think that's a really good topic, and so I'll see if I can put together something soon, and then we can bust that out. Like I said, I want to do some homework on that. Plus, give it a few more days. We got this Sheehan pitching on, let's see. Yeah, Donkey. Yeah, Donkey too. Yeah, don't mess with Donkey. He's really good, folks. And like Nevin was talked about. He's neither one of these guys are on here. I'm kind of really confused why that's the case. Maybe we'll cover the we'll cover the other one, the MLB pipeline, or Fangraphs. We'll do that. We'll do that coming up just to see where they're at. I know they're all different, but Doncon, it's absolutely stupid. He's not in this list. He's having a nice year. He's stud. He's just getting bigger and bigger. No Jesus Galiz. Hoping to see some Wilman Diaz. I wish they would call him up to Rancho. I know he'd be so happy. He's worked hard. And then they switched. I didn't even notice that. They switched Bobby and Diego. Diego's had a rough start, but he's also come along. And so very happy to see that. And then, of course, Bobby Miller, we've seen him. He's been fantastic. He got nicked up quite a bit last weekend. That's going to happen. And that was against the Giants. Those Gigantes are playing really well. I know they just lost to your Padres today, but they've been the Gigantes have been playing really well. So not much you could do about a hot team. And he probably could have been pulled a little early, but as we've all seen, the Dodger bullpen. Until yesterday and the day before there is no other word. It sucked. So we're better off than a little better off. But yeah, some of these guys in here are going to make this bullpen better. And I think it could be this year. Some of it's also, Daniel Hudson hopefully is coming back. We'll see who else. Alex Reyes is not coming back. And then that Fireheisen guy they got from the Rays. If he's healthy, he might be interesting. Okay. And now we're going to go to a new topic. We're going to cover just the last few, this day in baseball for the minor leaguers. We have... let's see, some transactions. Let's go through a few of these. There was actually quite a lot of movement. Thanks for the ads there. MILB kind of sucked too. Simon Reed, who I met at spring training, Westmont grad. I don't know if he graduated, but he definitely went to Westmont, and he's with the Rancho. Very cool for him. Brandon Neek only pitched like 2.1 innings, struck out 6 in the ACL. Grove was called up. He didn't pitch though. This is, Joel Ibarra to the development list. That's just probably just to give him some rest. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's a little injured. I don't know. Then we got Juan Alonso and Lorenzo to the injured list, and then Jared Karros to the development list. But he's supposed to start on Wednesday, or not Wednesday, Saturday, I think it was. So he's not hurt. And some of these same things. Daniel Hudson, David Dahl to the Dodgers. Zach Birdie. Jimmy Nelson. That's another guy. If old Jimmy Nelson could somehow be healthy just for a little bit. Wouldn't it be great? Um, let's see. We got that guy. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, Hamlet got transferred back to the development list. I think Hamlet is doing plenty of. He's going to be doing plenty of time at Dodger Stadium. He's been there a lot. He does some work there. Let's go to the games that happened today. We have our DSL Bautista versus Mega. So this is our own team guys here. Now, I am not terribly familiar with some of these people. So we'll take a look. Vargas, that is the guy. Here's one of our other Vargases. He's a shortstop they signed. Yeah, Yoendry. He is a good one. And that he's a whole 17 years old. He ain't turned 18 until November. And he's tearing it up. No power yet, but the on base and the OPS is good. I think there's more. Let's see this Quintero. I mean, he went 2 for 4. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. We'll get back at it. These are just, it's just time to get familiar with some of these guys. We'll have to do some more deep dives. Maybe we'll get some writing about it. Ryan Fala right now has been carrying the torch with writing. Eduardo Quintero. That's really slow. Let's not mess around. So he's another. Oh, here he is. Gosh, everything just kind of got slow. I think I'm gonna kill some page. Another guy, 17. Another Venezuelan hitting 400. I'm gonna kill these Baseball America pages because I think they're making my performance go down. Get rid of the transaction because these darn MILB pages just kill you. So sorry about that, folks. Hopefully it's not doing too much here. So we got Quintero. So that was, we're going to go back and try to look at that. So this is there's 2 teams in the Dominican Summer League. That's just poo. Sorry about that. Let's go to the ACL. Come on. ACL, where they played the White Sox. So that is in Arizona, if you ever have a chance to get out there. And we're getting nothing. And this is the team that's got like Wilman Diaz, Ronaldo Yin. Yin's he's got to be a guy we see soon. I'm so excited about him. I did a little feature on him. Talking with Ramon Troncoso. He's a fan. So okay, I can dump the OKC page here because they didn't play. They got rained out. Let's see if we can go to the Quakes, see where they're at. They were way down. They were getting smoked. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, totally great question about what about that guy. Yeah, everything's alive with that guy. His fastball's alive. Just he's kind of that guy in perpetual motion. And there's a lot of action going on there. But yeah, I thought he would be up there too. A little disappointing, but the Dodgers, they got their ways, and Ibarra. It's a guy that I know that we want to talk to because we keep thinking he's going to get promoted. We'll do that. We'll need Trinidad or Alex to go out there and do that. So I'm looking. Okay, Wilman Diaz hitting 277. That's not quite enough, but it's better than he was. Remember last year, Diaz was hitting like 120 whatever, 120 nothing. He was terrible, but he's doing better. Nothing special on the mound today. We do need to go and start taking a look at some stuff. I know Dodgers Digest has had a couple of articles about some of these players. So Diaz playing third. Zorio, no big numbers there though, but they did win, so that's good. And let's go take a look at oofda, 14-1. So that ain't pretty. Let's take a quick look at some numbers, though. So Nevin over 3, but he's still hitting 325. DePaula 1 for 4, 219. So he's coming around. Biddison did hit a home run today. I heard about that. Donkey down to 224. Lord help us. Luis Rodriguez back 258. So that's an improvement from last year. Simon Reed in his debut didn't have his best. Betancourt. Betancourt pitcher alert. There you go. In a route. He probably dominated. And Chalo, I'm glad Vladimir got some time. It looks like he didn't get in much. So Campos was good. Where did we get? Ooh, Kelvin Ramirez and was this Yon Castro? Oh, Neat got lit up too. So we got a lot of guys that got the snot beat out of them, and then Betancourt comes in and dominates as usual. Let's see, the Loons, they did win as usual. They win a lot of games, don't they? Newell is hitting 263 in Double-A. And let's see. Luis Diaz looking good, 3 for 4 today. Damon Keith getting his batting average up to 230. He's coming around. Locke Powell, there's a lot of power there. Taylor Young. Oh, there's Bubba. Bubba's only at 186. There's more. Max Hewitt at 100. Oh, he's playing second. Okay, he plays a lot of catcher. Let's see. And Frankie Rodriguez. Okay, cool. He's also a catcher. 2 for 5. Vogel 1 for 4. We got to get him going more. So Locke Powell had a double. Hewitt and then Newell had a triple. Pitching, Bruns. Not his best. I mean, the Ks are there. The hits are there, but the walks. But it's been better. In fact, a lot better than last year. Ortiz Mayer got the W. Probably not his best. Again, the walks. Suarez. I'm just brain farting on his first name. Sorry about that. Go Christian. Duh. Number 34, my favorite number even. Christian. Okay, his ERA is high though. Dang. And then Murillo. He's the guy coming off Tommy John, still throwing high 90s. So we like, it's good. And then let's go check our drillers. And the drillers against Northwest. Okay, Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Okay, Gauthier, third today. 1 for 4. Vivas, 0 for 2. He's still hitting 297. Ramos, 269. That's about where he's going to be. Another Vargas, Imanol, 2 for 3. And then Diego, 1 for 4. So average is creeping up for him. That's good. Carson Taylor, 231. Leonard, 233. Brandon Lewis, 190. But some of these guys are actually doing better than they were. Gauthier with a homer. Vargas, Cartaya, Vargas with a double. Leonard with a double. So that's good. And let's see the pitching. I hate the errors. Dang it. Let's see. Oh, Rooney had a pickoff. Well, what's new? Okay, Frasso. Shaky. But look at these ERA is still 221 after a really bad one. Alec Gamboa, let's talk about him just for a minute. Lefty. And this was like his third year? Maybe starting his third year now at Double-A. He needs a promotion. This kind of sucks for him. Yeah, Sean's talking about agreeing with getting rid of some of the guys on the 40-man. I think some of them aren't even worth the trade. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not going to name names because that's not very, I'm just not going to do that. But there's not a ton they could get, but it doesn't matter when you've got what's coming up. The guys on Double-A, yeah. Sooner or later, yeah, or already, yeah. Yeah. If we don't add or trade Fiducia, man, we're going to lose them. If they're not drafted next year in the Rule 5, then something's, it's almost like a plot. Plot against those guys. So Gamboa's a lefty. He's been having a nice year. So really happy for that guy. Finally, I had interviewed him a long time ago just through email, and I finally met him at spring training. Just a heck of a guy. Look at that. 1.2 innings, 4 Ks. Rooney in the bullpen. promote that guy, please. For the love of Tommy Lasorda, please promote Rooney and Gamboa. Leisure, that's a seventh save. One guy I haven't seen, I haven't been following, I just haven't been seeing as much as Pekarski. Yeah, so let me do some things here. So one more topic I want to talk about today. Let's see if I can just do this. It's kind of working, but we'll see how this is. Let's see. There I am in there. Let me fix my green screen. Both my sons were in town, and so I kind of messed things up because this is one of their former rooms. There, it's a little better. Yeah, so I want to talk about your Padres. So they're an interesting team, of course. And I have good friends that are Padre fans. A guy who's a pastor at one of the churches I go to, his name's DJ Iverson. DJ, probably not out there, but hey, if you're out there. DJ is, a hardcore Padre fan. He knows the best part about someone like DJ, he knows the game. And I know these guys are, guys like DJ are disappointed. And some of their fan base is on Melvin, just like we are on Roberts. And so we see, that type of stuff, and then we see wondering what's going on with their clubhouse. Why can't they get it together? They got some strong personalities there. Machado's thinks he's a leader. I don't think he is. I think he has better intentions than he used to have. But I don't think he's a leader. Just saying it right now. And then Juan Soto is playing for a contract, and he's been playing very well. And then there's Tatis, who I consider people like Manny. He plays hard in a different way. I know he doesn't run things out. The guy's passionate. He is passionate about the game. Tatis is passionate about himself, straight up. And so I think there's a problem there. And I don't care who you are. I don't care, Bob Melvin's the greatest coach psychologist, since whenever. You just can't, some of these guys aren't ready to be fixed. Tatis, I'm just not a fan of. Talent-wise, my gosh, amazing. And he also might be getting, who knows, maybe he gets bored in right field. We see Mookie playing the infield because he gets bored in the outfield. It's just the way he is. Mookie's a nonstop guy. Maybe Tatis is the same way, but Tatis got a lot to learn. And it's really, you got a glimpse of that when, he's getting booed in Chicago after he just came back, and he's dancing like a fool. Yeah, come on, man. Really? Is that what we're doing? He's got to wear it. He's got to wear this thing that he did. Not only was it, looking at the steroid issue, but also that dude broke his wrist being careless. And to be honest, the Padres should have frickin' suspended that guy. That's what you do with players like that. So really, 2022 was a lost year for that guy and for the Padres. I mean, they did beat us, but talking about during the season, where they could have possibly been better with that guy not being able to play because of his own dumbness. Now, we all make mistakes. I've made mistakes at work with there's certain types of things where there's, I just screw up every once in a while. And we all do, but to sit there and go, well, you know what, I'm going to plan and go ride my motorcycle or riding some motorcycle knowing this, or playing with my ringworm medicine or whatever it is. Good Lord, what a mess. I don't know what the Padres are going to do. I do, unlike a lot of you, though, I don't think they suck. I think they're a really good team, and I'm afraid of them. Like any team. I'm afraid of any team in the West, except maybe the Rockies. But Padres are good. I still expect them to make the playoffs. I think they'll win about 85 to 87 games again this year. They do need to get hotter to do that, obviously. But, Blake Snell's been pitching really well. Darvish has been off and on. Musgrove's off and on. They're getting a lot out of Michael Wacha. I don't think that lasts. Their bullpen's good. And just going to bring it up. Why the heck didn't the Dodgers get Josh Hader last year? The Padres got him for nothing. So good for them. There was some little tweet storm from a Padre fan about Preller. And let's see. Yeah, about Tatis. Self-interested versus what's best for the team. Yeah, maybe he outgrows it eventually. Maybe. Still waiting for Yasiel Puig to grow out of it. Cost him his career. No one wants that guy. And Tatis is just so talented, and he's got a nice contract. So that guy's set. Good for him signing that. Dumb on the Padres for doing that. They gave him no incentive. They took that away. 20, just keep thinking about when I was like 22, 23. I was a real idiot. I was just an idiot. Making just dumb decisions. When you're that age, it's cars, cash, career, and cuties. And that's it. That's all that mattered at that time. And with Tatis, we know he's also a daddy now. Hopefully he's going to be responsible, unlike his buddy Clevenger. But there was a tweet storm about Preller. And, I none of it surprised me at all. And my summation that I posted to my friend DJ was that what Preller is a really good international scout. That's what he does. That's what he does best. That's it. That's what he is. And they're trying to make him a GM. I don't think he's a GM. I think, a guy that, sleeps about 2 hours a day and, looks like he's on speed. And I'm just saying he looks like he's not. I'm just saying it. I don't want to accuse any of that. But he looks like he's just kind of a little bit of a Kramer type or a Reverend Jim from Taxi. Just kind of woo. But he's a real smart guy. But I just don't know if he knows how to put together a team. He definitely didn't hire good managers until recently. And I am a fan of Bob Melvin. And I think he's a really good manager. But the fact that Preller's had as much time as Andrew Friedman. Now, Andrew Friedman's had more money. There's no doubt about that. But no one told A.J. Preller to take Matt Kemp for Yasmani Grandal. Come on, folks. Huh? I mean, I know a lot of us aren't fans of Yasmani, but come on, that was a great trade. It broke my heart at the time, but I knew that Yasmani was a good one, though. And then, he made a lot of other trades. He got lucky, maybe, in the James Shields for Tatis. Just whoever did that on the White Sox side should be fired. And then, let's see. He's had a few others, but he's traded away a lot of players. This was a really good point about, I don't manage in chemistry in college. I didn't major in chemistry in college. Probably just playing fantasy baseball, putting teams together. It's what it seems like. And man, what is up with Bogarts? I mean, it's really, we know he's not doing well, but he had a bad wrist. How did that get missed? They gave the guy an 11-year contract. Now, who knows if he's really on the downside, but I know there was a lot of clamor for him to be a Dodger. I was so glad they didn't do anything close to that with that guy. He's not that good of a shortstop. Padres are a better team with Hassan Kim over there. Trey for Myers also. Good Lord. Yeah. Oh, man. By the way, Will Myers just got DFA'd by the Reds. That's another guy. Should have been better. I don't know what it was. Once saw him at a Chick-fil-A, though, downtown Sports Arena. By the way, I was at that Chick-fil-A just the other day where I took my nephew to see Blink-182. That was a great show. That was really fun. If you like Blink-182 at all, go see them on their tour. Tom DeLong is back, and he actually seems to care. And so he sounded great. He looked great. He was not totally butchering everything with his lyrics, and and his guitar playing was much better too. And their opening band was a band called Turnstile. They just melted my face. So they were great. Great night. Great night. But yeah, that Chick-fil-A reminded me of that, seeing Will Myers in there. So there's just so many things that Preller has done, and he really should have been fired a long time ago. I think definitely after 2021. In 2015, they were one game under 500, and they blew out Bud Black, who I think is a pretty darn good manager. Not the best, but he was better than. Let's see, Dave Roberts did one game there, and then they hired some college guy. Andre Ethier liked him. I can't remember the guy's Murphy or something like that. And then they hired Andy Green, who was awful. And then they hired Trace Tingler, Ting Ding, or whatever. I don't know, man. And that was a disaster. So, yeah, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I don't know what they see in him or what pictures he has of other people, but it's insane. So, this is a Dodger thing, but, the Padres are there. Lake Elsinore plays all the time, plays against the Quakes all the time. Nice group of kids over there. I always enjoy them. But so you can go to a Rancho Cucamonga Quakes versus a Lake Elsinore Storm game, and you're going to see Quakes on that field that will eventually be Dodgers. And what you're looking with Lake Elsinore is a bunch of guys are going to get dumped or traded for the next best thing. I'm going to pull up the Dodger roster for a second and just do a quick little exercise. I think this might be interesting. Let's take a quick look at, what the heck is that? At their current roster. Oops. By the way, I did go to the game on last Tuesday. It was wonderful with my whole family. It was my Father's Day present. We sat in the Baseline Club, ate a lot of bad food I shouldn't have eaten, but boy, it was fun. It was great just to be with my whole family. So, as you know, one boy lives in Florida, one lives in Texas. So they both came out. It was their my wife's birthday. That's tickets. Roster. Let's take a look at our 40-man real quick. And how many of these guys have I seen at Rancho alone? And I'm not going to count rehab assignments. Brule was there. 1. I barely missed Caleb. Barely missed Gonson. Victor was there. 2. Grove for sure. Dustin May. That's 3. Pep would have been there, but he got things, so I'm going to call it 3.5. Emmett Sheehan was there briefly, 4.5. Gavin Stone, 5.5. I saw Julio on rehab, so that doesn't count. Cartay, let's call it around it to 6. I barely missed William Dilliam. Bush never went there because of the pandemic. Eddie's I've seen there at 7. Lux, 8. Miguel Vargas for sure, 9. Vivas, 10. DeLuca, 11. Outman would have been there. Paez would have been there. But those both, so there's about, if you include guys that should have been there because of COVID since 2018 when I started covering them, that's about 15 players on this 40-man plus 60-man, 60-day ILs. That's pretty darn good. And, the Padres, who knows? 2, 3? That's about it. So that's all for now. That's a long session. Dang. I'm probably going to cut it up. That's why I've been doing those little screens. But I appreciate everyone coming back on. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more... I work from home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I think those are the days I'm going to probably try to be putting out some content. I do like doing live, so when I do the covering the guys who've played this year, which is a lot of rookies. And we'll include guys, even all the guys that debuted this year, and then including guys that are technically rookies that even were there last year. So appreciate you all. Thank you for listening. In the link in the description at the bottom, near the bottom, is my link to my son's new Amazon store. He's just getting started. Wouldn't mind if you take a look at it. He's got a variety of things, just small variety, just getting started. Yeah, I miss doing them too. It's just it's an energy thing, but everything's good enough right now. My it was great listening to having my sons with me, and for a week, it broke my heart when they left, of course. But all right, thanks everyone. If you're going to be at Rancho on Sunday, please hit me up somehow. I'd love to see y'all, see anybody. And all right, thanks everyone. Talk to you all later. Bye bye.